What's up everyone, Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7, and here is another, well, I didn't know what this was when I received it. Now, you'll see the unboxing coming up in a few seconds. When I got this box, I didn't know what it was, but it's a Pineal 1/8 scale monster truck. Kind of looks like a T-Maxx and HPI Savage kind of had a bit of a relationship and mingled together, because there are some similarities with the chassis here and the suspension arms and the actual shock setup. That reminds me of those two. But anyway, funny looking truck. The body does look cool, kind of looks like a gravedigger, I guess, with that distinctive old school nose. Now this is from Banggood. Go check out the link if you are interested. So they sent me this for review, so much appreciated. But let's get on with the video. Stick around. Unboxing and a good in-depth overview. Okay, now I've got this package and I'm not too sure what car is in here. Had a quick peek and I haven't really seen it before, so let's have a look together to see what the hell it is. Skeleton King. Alrighty, so in the box we get a good old wall adapter and the classic B3 compact charger. For you playing at home, this is a basic 2-cell and 3-cell Lipo charger that charges via the balance lead. There we go there, plug your 2-cell or your 3-cell balance lead in there from your Lipo charger and you wait a few hours for it to charge. Wouldn't recommend using these continuously. Recommend buying a good hobby grade one, but it's good to get you out of trouble. And another one of those. And let's get this car out. Cardboard everywhere. What on earth is it? Okay, so we'll open this other box up here and see the transmitter. Here is a 2x4 GHz transmitter. Only takes 3 AA batteries, which is strange. Very basic transmitter. This is the same one, I'm pretty sure, that came with the HPX 16 buggy that I have. It's got your standard steering trims, throttle trims, and steering dual rate, sorry. Steering and throttle reverse switches, on and off switch, and a bind plug there, that's it. Majority of construction, all plastic. It's got a hard hard rubber coating on the wheel here, but I guess it'll do the job. There's the actual name of the car, Surplus Speed Skeleton King, high speed. Alrighty, now that looks very similar to a Traxxas T-Maxx or E-Maxx from back in the day. Pretty clear instructions, just like an instruction manual how to put it together, although it's already pre-assembled. I guess it's good when you need to pull it back apart again and put it back together if you break something. But it's got all your parts list and everything there if you need to order it. But yeah, never seen this model before. Also get a huge piece of paper here telling you how to bind and use the transmitter and the controller, if you don't know how to use a pistol grip transmitter, that is. And you also get a bag with some basic tools in here. 4-way wrench, preload spacers for the shocks, and another weird looking wrench. Okay, now let's have a closer look at this thing. Tension feels a bit springy, not too much dampening in there. Okay, the body looks cool. Very flimsy Lexi, and I guess it would do the job in soaking up some of the hits you're going to, punish it with. But the graphics do look good, nice and sharp. Drift racers. Some of these Chinese cars just have the weirdest names or stickers on their bodies. It does look like the gravedigger though, doesn't it? Okay, so I've done a little bit of research on the Banggood website. That's who sent me this for review. And it's actually called the Pineal, or P-I-N-E-A, Pineal Model Skeleton King. It's a 1/8 scale 4-wheel drive monster truck. It is a brushed motor though, that's kind of weird, with a max speed of 30 kilometers an hour. Does include a waterproof brushed ESC. It's got 2 dual 3 kilo steering servos here, which is kind of weird, and a 570 size brushed motor. I'll go over in detail a bit more through all these things. Also has a dual speed gearbox here as well for like high and low shifting. It's kind of neat. It does have metal internal gears and differentials, so if that's anything to go by. But anyway, for you guys playing at home, let's have a closer look. Now before I go into it, when I said before it kind of looks like a T-Maxx or E-Maxx, this reminds me of the the T-Maxx or whatever it is from Traxxas from back in the day, this double wishbone suspension with the double shocks going through it from back in the day. But funny thing is, it's got a kind of a weird chassis here, kind of like the HPI Savage series. These two dual plates, sorry. Okay, I guess we'll start at the brushed ESC here. It is waterproof apparently, and it can go to 2S and 3S LiPo, which is excellent. Got to make sure that you plug this little switch here to LiPo or nickel metal hydride mode, because if you don't and you leave it on nickel metal hydride, you won't have the LiPo cut off low voltage protection. So that's an important one. See, it's running Dean's connectors there, and you also have a 4-channel 2x4 GHz receiver there as well. And here you have a basic 570 brushed motor, no additional heat sinks on him. Not too sure it's going to get too hot, but it is fairly big, and it's just kind of weird to have a brushed motor in this kind of truck. You'd think it would have a brushless setup, but at least it's easy to replace. Now inside this casing you have a slipper clutch and a high and low speed function, and that is activated via this small servo here that's using on the 3rd channel. Okay, now moving around the chassis, we got 2 3-kilo steering servos, as you can see. Apparently they are metal geared. 3 kilos, not the biggest, considering these tyres are pretty big. Now down in there also is a servo saver as well. Now it obviously does have front and rear differentials, and they are metal geared. They come out here with typical universal joints, but they are plastic. Drive shafts telescopic as well, and pillow ball or suspension there. Not too sure of the how strong this plastic is, but I guess its saving grace is that it's only a brush setup, so there won't be too much power going to them. Now there is adjustments for toe in and toe out here with these metal turnbuckles, and also slight adjustment here for some camber, but that is about it. Now on all 4 corners you get 2 shock absorbers here, all plastic body as well. The only way to adjust the preload is with those preload clips. There are 2 mounting positions down here, and that seems to be all. The body posts are adjustable to adjust the height of the body, but there's nothing else adjustable on the plastic shock towers. Now same affair at the back of the car with the drivetrain and the suspension setup. Nothing much different here. It does have this kind of semi skid plate or wheelie bar, I guess you could call it, and the plastic not too flexible. This part is obviously to absorb for the wheelie action, if you can wheelie with this power, but the plastic isn't too flexible. Here's underneath this strange RC car. It's kind of a weird looking chassis. It's got plastic here, got a combination of Phillips head screws, Allen keys, more Phillips heads and more Allen keys, but it's plastic, and you got this 2.5mm thick aluminium here that's kind of sandwiched it all together. So you would have seen this particular design on a lot of HPI cars, and obviously that's where they got this idea from, that's for sure. It does come with a battery. Let's have a look what it is. It is a Lipo battery. No word on the size of it actually. And the funny thing is it comes with 2 battery compartments as well, so but only 1 battery terminal on the ESC. Under further investigation, it's a 3000 milliamp hour LiPo, so that's I guess it's okay. We'll give you decent run times, maybe 20 minutes, as it's only a brush setup, so we'll see how that goes. And it is hard cased. Basic size nut there, so nothing too drastic. You can't really put a lot of other 1/8 scale wheels and tyres on here. The tyres are fairly hard, aggressive grip pattern, but they're not too hard and they don't really flex a lot. Basic white wheel design there. Doesn't look too bad, but these are pretty hard. Now what I'll do, I'll plug it all up, put some batteries in this transmitter here, and see how this shifting mechanism works. I'm looking for another, like a 3rd channel to activate the high-low switch, but I can't find it on here. Ah, cooking with gas now. The little pair button here, or like the binding button, moves this little servo switch here, as you can see. There we go. So I'll accelerate now. There we go. Low speed, high speed action. to be honest, those that servos aren't too bad. We'll see how they hold up. Now I just gave it a test outside. It's dark here at the moment, so don't worry, there'll be many more videos with this. It's very plush suspension. It's a little bit bouncy. You would definitely need to change or add some oil if anything, because I don't think there is much in there. There are sealed, so you can top it up. It doesn't go too fast. Definitely a good little car or a truck for a younger kid, or something you just want to bash around in, because not too quick with this brush motor. Definitely would just pull this bad boy out, kick that to the curb, and maybe put a lipo setup in there. Now I just checked the pricing on Banggood, and I think it is a little bit high considering what you get. It doesn't feel as hobby grade as some of the other ones that come ready to run out of the box, and it is a brush setup. It's not brushless like a lot of the DHK, the Zombies, or the Vicar Bison, or the JLB Cheetah. So guys, hope you enjoyed this look at this kind of strange RC. You didn't know what it was, but I guess it's interesting to say the least. Any questions, leave them down below, and thanks to all my new subscribers, much appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. But that's it. Steve here with Marcy Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Stick around later on for some more videos of this, speed tests and some bashing videos, and I'll catch you soon. Thanks guys.